Ross and Baruzzini, we're celebrating our 65th anniversary this year. We've been involved in the aviation industry for at least 30 of those 65 years. And obviously things changed after 9/11. But when I came on board, we were working with the Indianapolis International Airport. And that was the first terminal that was completely designed and constructed after 9/11. And so there were a lot of things involved in that design and in that construction in regards to security, obviously. But one of the things that I've noticed over the past couple of years is sort of the blending of passenger experience and security screening, and how they're trying to make things easier and more pleasant while at the same time maintaining high level of security through the airport. I don't know if that was something that you wanted to discuss a little bit, or talk about what we're doing on the design or the consulting side of things.
On the design side, I think it's becoming more of the art side of it and not just the engineering. When we look at the security piece, there's a lot of technologies involved in it, but when you kind of drill it down to its core components, it's also people, process, operation, and I think that's something that we've seen as a firm is it's not just about the engineering side, putting drawings together, technical specifications, but it's also about people and process. And that's some of the changes that we've made, specifically in the aviation groups, is bringing in folks that have lived and worked in those environments day to day, so that they understand and they can help us as engineers understand how do the technologies that we put in affect day to day operations, and more importantly, how do they affect people going through airports. I mean, I look back at my first project here 9 years ago at DFW Airport, when we were extending their communication rooms in anticipation of all the renovations that they were going to start doing the next few years. And it's just interesting now to see how that laid the groundwork for them to bring in additional systems now, and things that are commonplace today. Being able to pull your phone out and see exactly where you are, and for me, find the the nearest Starbucks and maybe a Dunkin' Donuts or two.
Or three.
Or three. But how what we're doing here, we try to look and see where things are going to go. We don't have a crystal ball. If we did, we wouldn't be sitting here. But trying to anticipate a little bit where the market's going to go, and the way you do that is by listening to the market. The airports, airlines, they know where they want to go, and it's our job to listen to that and then help them achieve that next stand. And if you look at the systems that we work with, I think the last time we did a list, it was 60 or 70 different systems that we're responsible for with our teams and our engineers. And some of them we're great at, and some of them you look at for the first time and you're like, I'm not really sure what this is, but I guess we'll figure it out. So
At the same time, I joke with my kids all the time that everything's going wireless, wireless. And I said, well, okay, you still need a wire somewhere. You still need the infrastructure in order to support your Wi-Fi, to support all your systems. And so, I think the clients we work with, not only here in the United States but around the world, I mean, they get it. The fact that they're investing in the infrastructure, they're looking at future capacities for things that they don't even know will be available, but they know that something will be available. And the fact that they're trying to build capacity for bandwidth, capacity for passengers, capacity for staff, as they're looking at the large capital expenditures for new terminals or concourse extensions, even runway extensions, looking at how they can weave technology into overall airport capacity, airport expansions for the future. It's interesting to see. It's exciting to see the fact that we no longer talk to architects about communication closets. And the fact that not only it's the rooms, but it's the containment, it's the overall infrastructure. Because I think the overall design industry, the overall consulting industry realizes that technology really is the driving force behind just about everything these days.
I think in the aviation industry overall, I think it's an exciting time again. When aviation started, it was cool and exciting, and to get on a plane and go somewhere. And then for a period of time, for a lot of different reasons, it became I have to get on a plane, I have to go to the airport, I have to fly. It wasn't part of the overall experience. It was just something you had to do to get to the experience. And I think what we're seeing now in the industry, and it's really exciting, is they want to make that travel piece part of the experience as well. And you look at the airports and all their initiatives that we're being asked to support and design for is that entire experience. Again, they want to make travel fun and part of the destination, not just that piece that you have to do to get to the destination.
That and making sure that you get something duty free for your wife on the way home. So
But yeah, you gotta, we work that into all of the different travels, and a word of advice to anybody that doesn't travel a lot and has a family when you start traveling a lot, make rules about when you're going to bring home gifts and things like that. Otherwise, it's going to be expected every single time. So, but as you look through, I think, again, we have a unique opportunity to see a lot of parts of the world that probably wouldn't have gone to otherwise.
oh, totally.
And it's definitely opened my eyes and, given me the desire to take my family and go on these trips that wouldn't have been something that we would have probably ever thought about elsewise. And I think it'll be great for them as well. So we've talked about aviation, we've talked about our travels. I think it's an exciting time also here at Ross and Baruzzini. We've been here for 65 years. um, Hope we're here for another 65 years. Maybe not sure if I want to be here for that entire 65-year span. Need a little bit of time to travel and visit all those wonderful places with my lovely wife and family. But I'm excited to be part of the company. We're always growing. We're always striving to take it to the next level. So I'm happy to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk about my stories a little bit for the past 9 years that I've been here.
Yeah, Craig Toder personally offered me the ability to come here and work with the company 12 years ago. I greatly appreciate that offer. Obviously, still here, and I think as you and I sort of work our way through leadership and help lead the company, maybe not for the next 65 years, but at least for the next 10 to 20, I'm hoping that we see great things in the industry. You never know. With SpaceX and other things going on, maybe we'll be designing terminals on the moon one of these days. But never hurts to dream big. Never hurts to think globally. Think even bigger than that, maybe.